Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Nineg. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about The Twilight Zone and an actor from The Twilight Zone that just passed away. So what I do on this channel is I talk about classic TV shows and movies, but I've repeated this several times and I want to say it again today, that my focus is looking at the actors and actresses who throughout the decades have continued to entertain us and to honor them, just to honor their work, their performances, the art they created through their performances, and that is what I am doing today. I will be talking about the actor who passed away, as well as the many different interesting things about his life that I think that you'll be interested in. Now, a few days ago, I was prepared to make a video on The Twilight Zone, and in fact, an episode called The Execution. Now, it starred Russell Johnson, who was a professor from Gilligan's Island. Now, he also starred in another episode of The Twilight Zone called Back There. And what's interesting is that those were the only two episodes that Russell Johnson ever did of The Twilight Zone. Interestingly enough, this actor passed away recently, and he co-starred along with Russell Johnson in the episode Back There in The Twilight Zone. So it's very interesting to see that connection there, how things work out and so forth. And so the actor that I'll be talking about is John Lasell. Now, what is very interesting about him is that he was not a very well-known actor. He was born in 1928 and died 2024, October, earlier this month. And it's interesting to note that while he was born in November 6th and he did live to the ripe old age of 95 years old, he did not have a huge list of credits to his name. In fact, he had about 70 in which he was an actor for many different shows like Mannix, Lassie, Police Story, as well as Twilight Zone. He would appear in episodes here and there, and one of them was The Twilight Zone. Now, he appeared in, as I mentioned, Back There is the name of the episode, and he played a character named Jonathan Wellington. But that was just a secret name for his real name. You see, in Back There, Russell Johnson essentially travels back in time to the night of the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. And he meets, who does he meet? This man, Jonathan Wellington, who he's trying to wonder who he is. And Russell Johnson, his character, is trying to prevent the death of Abraham Lincoln, trying to warn everyone, but no one listens to him. And he's even caught by this mysterious Wellington character. And we find out that he was John Wilkes Booth, the person who assassinated Abraham Lincoln. It's a really cool connection, and actually I think that John Lasell does a really, really good job in this role. He's very believable, and as I mentioned, he doesn't have a prolific story. He doesn't even have a lot of photos attributed to him. In fact, probably most of his photos or images that you can get of him are from his episodes in different shows like Perry Mason, Dark Shadows, and Mission Impossible, and so forth. So I want you to let me know if you've seen this episode. What do you think about it? And what did you think of John Lasell's work? Maybe you've seen other of his performances that you enjoy. Feel free to put them down in the comments below, as well as leave any condolences, which I always like to encourage you to do. Thank you so much for your support as always. Don't ever forget to always stay positive and, most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you to all my supporters, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Russ C, Sally N, Vito L, Citizen Kane 359, David D, Jerry D, Jennifer P, and Kevin K. If you want to join this list and be a patron supporter, it does help out so much, and I thank you ahead of time.